and it is quite early in the morning today. But what we are doing right now is, as you guys see by the title, I've been sitting on this idea for about 4 days now, and I am super excited to get started with this. So, as you guys can probably see here, right? We have probably, like, I've been sitting with this arena for a couple of weeks now, and this isn't a bad excuse me. This isn't a bad arena. I mean, it's got the heart crystals, it's got the banners, it's got the Anubis right here. It's got everything that you could ever want and or need for an arena. But the issue that I've found that I've been having with this video, or with this, like, little setup, is that it's not automated. So we're going to try and automate this today. And how we're going to do that is going to be kind of interesting. So we need to kind of just make this better. Alright? And that's going to start off by making this into a actual, like, flat out space first. Because everything in Terraria, I mean, it's all 2D, and especially in an arena like this, it's got to be in a box. So we're going to mine out this real quick, and then I guess we're going to get started right into the video. I really wish I still had my drill containment unit for this, but, you know, we're fine with just using the Shroomite claws. So, sit back, enjoy your coffee, play some Cookie Clicker, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm playing Cookie Clicker while I'm playing Terraria, because I'm addicted. But we're just going to see how far this can actually take us, which I think is going to be fantastic. We're going to utilize dungeon traps. Wait, why does it not have enough space to... Alright, there we go. It didn't have enough space. Alright. So we're going to be utilizing, like I said, we're going to be using spikes from the temple. We're going to be using traps from the underground. I'm going to see if we can maybe craft those. Hopefully we can. I'm pretty sure we actually can. But, you know, we gotta get our little spawn guy up. And you guys are probably thinking, but Fire Chicken, if you just play Summoner, it's already automated. You don't have to do nothing. No, I'm talking like I want to make this to where I don't even have to move. That's the kind of arena that we're building today. An arena that you don't even have to move on. And I think that would be absolutely insane in the membrane for this. Alright? Bryce, thank you for the likes. Welcome in, dude. How are you doing this morning? Alright? Hey, buddy. Good to see you on this fine Monday. I hope you're staying safe. I'm in the state of North Carolina, and it is about to get nautical with the weather. It's about to get absolutely nautical. And you guys might be wondering, why am I doing this in-game? Well, that's because all of this stuff is accessible to you in the end-game. So, that's what we're doing. Good, I love Terraria. Wyatt, welcome in on TikTok. I love Terraria too. This is probably one of my favorite games. The cool plan, just a small random update. I've been playing on Friends Minecraft World, and apparently everyone has decided it's near a birch forest. Needs to be eradicated. Oh no. Do you need some muscle? I'd be more than happy to do a collaboration with you on a Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft in so long. Bryce, thank you for the follow, dude. But no, what we're doing first, guys, is we are just kind of flattening out the area. We're trying to make it to where it is a actual box. And that's going to be very important for later. It's going to be very, very important for later. RXG, welcome in. Alright. So, we're going to be utilizing for, like, our little AFK spot. AFK. Yo, long time no see. Hey, buddy, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. But, the thing that we need to do for the AFK spot, it's gonna have, I think I might have accidentally blocked you because a lot of random people friend me on my, oh no. I've been blocked by my own mod. That's so sad. Alright. So we're gonna just, for like I was saying, for the AFK arena, it needs to have, it's gonna have like the Anubis statue, it's gonna have a bunch of different things on it that are going to just draw people in, alright? Like, to where you can just kind of sit there, you're going to have the maximum amount of healing, you're going to have the honey pot, you're going to have the maximum amount of defense, which is what anybody needs, really. So, yo, mate, love your streaming, for real, not gonna lie. Oh, dude, thank you, man. How are you doing today? I'm glad you're here, man. I hope you're staying safe. The reason why we're doing this so early in the morning. Are you building? I'm building a full AFK boss arena today, RXG. And I would like to be a fam of you. Okay. Oh, dude, sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Add me on Discord at, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. Here's what I'm gonna do for you real quick. Alright, you ready? Let me open up my Discord. And I'm gonna send out a little invite to my community cord, wherever I put my Discord. What did I do with my Discord at? The birch eradication has gotten to the point, had removed from 2 islands. Holy cow. I can't find my Discord. I'm gonna have to search this up real quick. Alright, there we go. Alright, it's now open, and here's what I'm gonna do for you, Zoller. Add me on Discord. Yep. I'm gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there, buddy. Here's what I'll do, alright? Right here, Control V. That is a link to my community cord. I would love it if you joined that, and then I can add you off of there whenever I'm off stream. Sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a good plan. We gotta go back up to this. Open that back up. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna need to keep this all moving along. And in typical Fire Chicken, you know, fashion, I'm playing 2 games at once. On my phone, we are playing Cookie Clicker. So that is, that's been another obsession of mine as of recent. Alright, here we go. And a small chunk was split off from the rest of the forest that is probably not going to exist soon. Oh, shoot. Good news is that we have, like, almost the fastest digging claws in the entire game. So, this isn't taking very long. Like, this arena, right? It's not a bad arena. I just want it to be more better, you know? I think what we're going to do is we're going to have this roof part here, like, where it's in line. We're going to need to figure out which part is actually, like, in line with what. And then we're going to have to remove all of the stuff. And then we're headed over to the temple. I might even do something with boulders. If I could figure out how to, like, make more boulders or, like... Well, there's not really, like, a dispenser that you can use. So that's something. Kevin11, welcome in. I hope you're having a great day today. I know I am having a fantastic day since you got here. Alright. Oh, he's gone. Alright, there we go. That should be everything that we need. And, you know, the best part about builds like this, instead of my, like, elaborate builds, is that they're just, you know, they're just simple. I'm pretty sure this part is higher than the other one, which is going to be right there. And then that's going to be in line with... Is that in line with this bad boy? It is. Okay, perfect. That is perfect. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Alright? Alright, there we go. So this one is perfectly in line all the way across. Along with 2 Helldivers. Oh. You guys have Helldivers in your Minecraft world? I don't know what's going on in that Minecraft world, but it sounds like it's absolutely chaos. Alright, there we go. Now we have a perfectly squared off arena. And we're going to need to go back over here. We're going to need to grab some, buckets for lava. And then we're going to just go ahead and get started with this. What does a night glow do? I've seen this before. That looks good. This is... Oh, but I have joined right now. Add me. All right, I can add you here whenever I'm done with the stream, dude. All right, all right, that's now on. We are gonna need. We could craft some of these, some super healing potions. We only have a vein tree popping mod. Make me your mod if you don't mind. I'm gonna need to get to know you a little bit first before I go off and making you my mod, alright? Alright, we're gonna make some buckets. I feel like these buckets, that's probably enough there. And I know I have a... Well, I guess I'm not gonna need that. Alright, I'm not gonna need asphalt because the goal is to make this to where you're not moving. That's the goal. Alright. How do you grow that mustache? Oh, dude, Kevin. I'll tell you what. A lot of patience. A lot of patience. I saw, you know what caused me to actually grow the mustache, and I'm not ashamed to admit it? You ever see the show Invincible? That's kind of the, the thing that made me grow my mustache, if I'm being honest, dude. I really liked the show, and I was like, Omni-Man looks sick. Omni-Man still is my favorite character of all time. But I was also like, man, dude, this would be sick. All right, it would be so cool if I could have a mustache. And so I just grew a mustache. All right, and here we go. Now it's time to just make this to where this is just flat along the ground. Where it's not too much. I think we're gonna need just a little bit more. Ooh. Please tell me I'm not gonna need more lava buckets. Please don't fizzle out, don't fizzle out, don't fizzle out, please. Please! Just keep on spreading. That's all you have to do. I think it's gonna disintegrate. I think it's not gonna make it. Nope, it's not gonna make it. We need more buckets. We're gonna need... Alright, so 11 didn't cut it. Or did it? Did 11 make it? I don't think 11's gonna make it. It might. Did it make it? Nope. 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 Alright. Alright, we're gonna need, like, 3 more buckets. Alright? We're gonna need, like, 3... or 4 more buckets is what we're gonna need. Alright, let's turn on this. Let's go to... Alright, yep, lead. And then we should be able to craft... You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go... We're gonna make 14 more buckets. Fuck them. That's where we're at. Oh man, I cannot wait to go to the jungle and just be like, oh yeah, look at all of this shit that I'm doing. And then like die a bunch of times. Can't wait for that. Because along the walls, it's gonna go, there's gonna be like, or in the middle of the arena, there's gonna be spikes. Along the walls, it's gonna have a bunch of different, like, It's gonna have a bunch of different shit. That is gonna just... it's gonna have, like, spikes, arrows. Hopefully that's all we got. Jack Stackhouse. Jason Stackhouse. Welcome in, dude. Glad to see you here. I plan to diversify my YouTube channel content. I might get a friend to edit a few of my videos if they agree. What are you gonna diversify your YouTube channel into? Because that was my mistake whenever I first started. Was having too much of a too much diversified content. Alright. 18 buckets should be good. 14 wasn't good, but 18 should be perfect. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think over, under, where we at? You guys think we're gonna make it? I don't know if we're gonna make it, but we're gonna hope for it. We're gonna hope for it. I have to, like... Oh, shit. I don't think this is gonna make it. Fuck it. We'll just do all 25. Fuck them. I have a few more games and edits. Probably might do historical recap video things. Dude, that would be sick. I know that's, like... Whenever I start editing my videos or, like, writing my scripts or coming up with the ideas for my videos... Dude, I just go all in. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's enough. Alright, it's not enough to burn me, but it's enough to burn the enemy, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. Straight across the board, all the way flat. Alright? So now what we need to do is we need to empty our inventory. We're going to go over to... We're going to go over to the jungle now. And we are going to kind of just start mining absolutely everything that is there. It's going to have spikes along the middle. They're going to have the dart ball drops from the top. We're going to have to build a roof for this. And I might put a bunch of platforms inside. I don't know if I'm going to put platforms, but the goal is that we just go into a box, we spawn bosses, and then they're fucking gone. They're dead. That is the goal. I forgot to hit record. I forgot to hit record because I want to turn this into a long form video too. That's nuts. Silly fire chicken. Silly fire chicken. Forgetting to hit record. Oh man. And then I'm gonna test this out on a couple of different things. I'm gonna test it out on like the Martians, maybe a solar eclipse, maybe a blood moon. Droopy, welcome in. How are you doing today? All right, the jungle temple is right over there. Perfect. And then we gotta move golems, spawner. And the ethereal crystal. We gotta set those down, just so that way we can try that out. Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be... Did I just get hit by a fallen star? What? It just hit me then and took a lot of my health. Oh, it was that. The turtles? Oh my god. I don't know if you guys ever played this on, like, the Xbox One or the 360. The turtles are absolute freaking menaces. They're seriously like one of the scariest enemies that you can have, right up next to the paladin. Which Eric Grindle, welcome in. I don't know if you guys. Oh man, we can't test it out on Plantera either. All right, but if you guys. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to think of something to say here. I don't know if you guys ever played it on the 360 or anything like that. If you played it on the Xbox One, the hardest boss that you could fight was Duke Fishron. I haven't tried the Zenith against Plantera. I'm sorry, guys. I have, like, ADHD or some shit. Well, that was... That sure was something. Is that a bunch of... Yeah, there's a bunch of coins. I like it whenever the game gives me coins. Let's look at tab. Alright, not there yet. We are not there yet. But the hardest thing to do, I would say, was fighting these damn turtles. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. It really wanted to get that fucking tree, guys. Alright. So we are almost to the temple. Once we get to the temple, then we are going to try and... once we get to the temple, we're going to mine every single spike, trap, everything. Alright? Alright, there we go. We're almost there. Oh, 250th skeleton archer. I would say that that is a accomplishment. Alright, there we go. Get out of here, water. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna just chill out here for a minute. I forgot how deadly this place was. So here's what we're gonna do. Fucker. What do I need to mine this? Oh, no. Alright. I can mine the spikes. I know I can mine the spikes. Alright, the wooden spikes do a lot more damage for some reason. Alright, looks like we're going to need to fight Golem again, which isn't going to be too hard. And then we're going to have to come back through here. We need Golem's pickaxe. I forgot that that was a requirement for this. So we're going to need to fight Golem until we get the pickaxe. I'm pretty sure he drops it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a bit surprised that you went up to 118 subscribers to your YouTube channel. I think you surpassed me now. I just went to bed one day and you were in the 80s and woke up the next day and now 100s. You know, truthfully, the secret to that was I stuck with one video game, and until I hit like probably 100,000, then I'm going to still be playing Terraria. And that's what I'm gonna have to do. Or maybe if I hit like 50,000, then I get to play like another game. But people know that they can find me for like Terraria content, Minecraft, maybe like a simulator game. They will never find me on Roblox, though people have asked me to play Roblox. But maybe you'll catch me on a Fortnite. Maybe. I've only done one Fortnite stream, and it was the worst experience of my life. I absolutely abhor that game. Yeah, that stinks that I can't get these traps yet. Alright, that's alright. We're going to absolutely melt through some golem fights here in a minute. And then we're going to be doing just fine. Desiring shelter. I should probably build him a house. He's been coming and going to my village, to my town forever. I think he's getting tired of just showing up and then just not having a place to go. I know I would be. I would be absolutely sad if I just kept showing up and be like, please give me a place to stay. And then they're like, nah. And then they're like, please give me a place to stay. And then I'm like, nah. I forgot about the flamethrower trap. That's kind of elite. It's kind of elite business coming up here. So that causes bleeding. which won't affect the mechanical bosses. Fire won't affect them either, but the spiky ball traps will affect the mechanical bosses. Will affect them. I can't wait for this to be, like, fully clear of all the traps. Holy cow! Thank you, Geomax, for the follow. Thank you for that, dude. I just changed my, that kind of gave me a little bit of a jump scare. But huge shout out to you for that, man. I only play Roblox when I'm with friends. I'm here now, buddy. Sweet, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I was getting kind of lonely. Oh man. Oh man, that jump scared me. I'm not gonna lie. That legitimately kind of scared me. Alright, yeah, we're not gonna need nothing else of that. Right now, what we're doing, I'm sure, I don't know how long you've been sitting here, but right now what we're doing is we're trying to slowly make our way into the Golem boss fight arena, which we're about to get there, and we're gonna be making the ultimate AFK boss fighting arena. Oh, you're MC Reese? Okay, okay. Perfect. Kindly follow me back. Absolutely, I will. Alright, here we go. Just like this. And there we are, just down the way. Oh, man. Well, I've got good news, guys. I might be able to do a lot more streaming here a lot sooner than what I thought. I had to go to the doctor's the other day. A cast iron pan flew off of my stovetop while I was underway on my ship. Yeah, we were out in the middle of the ocean. Twitch logged my Zora channel out right now. Oh no. If you haven't checked Discord in a few days, I've been working on a school project about segregation, and I thought I picked a boring group. Is it not a boring group? Alright, there we go. I remember I came down here, I struggled through Plantera to get a solar eclipse. I came down here, I spawned one, and then the very next day after I got the item I wanted, there was another solar eclipse. I'm in post Moonlord armor, and this place still kicks my ass. That is probably the most wild thing on the planet. Like, how do you go... Oh yeah, this is a junk chest that I got. I think my inventory was full, maybe? It probably definitely was full. But the cast iron pan came off of the stovetop, and it slammed me in the knee, and then I messed up my back pretty bad. So my disability might hit 100. If your disability hits 100 while you're still active, they medically retire you. So that would be great, because then I could focus on doing this all day, every day, and getting my projects done around the house. Well, I think I'd still probably get a job, but I sent my channel link to your server. Okay, perfect. I'll have to check that out here whenever I'm done streaming, or whenever I get to like a little pausing point. Probably whenever I go and get some more coffee. And you will get a follow, my friend. Oh shit, 14 gold. Alright, and look at that. Now we're here. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to set this bad boy down. And there we go. It's not that I need it, because we got this. Alright, you didn't drop the freaking thing. I need you to drop your pickaxe. Drop your pickaxe. Please drop your pickaxe. Alright, well, alright, we got the golem trophy. Alright, lizard furnace. What can be crafted at the lizard furnace? Hang on, let's pick this back up. What does this say that this can craft? For special crafting. I need some more. I need more of those, like, sun things. How do I get more of those? Well, here's what we can do. We can just do this. Just kind of go right up there. You can be my mod once I get to know you a little bit more. I just need... How do I get more solar templates? Alright. That's the main question of today, is how do we get more solar tabs? It also was armed protest against gun control and other stuff. Oh, damn. I don't like hyper political school projects. I feel like they're just like they can divide the classroom, and you know, even if you're still in high school, it's good to have your own opinions about things, but it shouldn't be something that is like forced upon you guys to kind of go through. Collect more lizard parasails. Okay, so yeah, I just have to keep on farming these guys, and they should. Yep, there's a couple. Taboo magic dagger. Dude, just drop your pickaxe. Alright, they've got another one. There it is. That's what we're looking for. We were looking for that pickaxe right there. Alright, and what we can do is we can kind of just drop all of this random BS off here. I don't want that. Summons a pet lizard. I think that might be a little rare. I don't know. We're going to keep this. I don't need that. I don't need this. Alright. Now what we can do... Oh, we had two. Alright, perfect. Fantastic. Alright, spiky ball traps. This is perfect right here. Is this going to be more spiky ball traps? I think... Do the spiky ball traps affect... our boy here? Oh, there's another mimic. Alright, I think this room is now clear of traps. So that means now we get to go up here. Spear traps. Spear traps are going to be insane. And then this is more spiky ball. Oh, no, this is more spear traps. Okay. Dart trap. I wonder if you can craft these. Chat, do you think that we can craft these? We gotta let me look that up real quick too, just real quick. Temple traps. Okay, you can't craft them, which is what I was figuring was the case. which is perfectly fine because we are going to get more than enough right here. I think we might be screwed with how actually, like, in the beginning of the dungeon, of the jungle temple, there is a bunch of traps. We could probably try and raid the dungeon too. What is that? Yellows? This was the room that had like a shit ton. Alright, there we go. No more in there. Alright, they got one spiky ball trap somewhere. Right here. This is probably going to be the longest part of the video, I'm not going to lie. And I can't wait to turn this into like a little bit of a time lapse. I really love the fact that I didn't hit record. I think that's my favorite thing of all time. Is there anything down here? Nothing down there. Alright. We're going to have to go back through the dungeon here again in a minute. Just to kind of grab, we got to grab the golem spawner, because we need to see if this is actually going to work against golem. Which is one of the goals. We're going to see how far this can take us, all the way up until the Moon Lord. Alright. Everything kind of blends in, except for, you know, this one little bit. Like, the traps don't really blend in. So you're lucky? I guess you're lucky? I don't know. There we go, there's all the dart traps. And then here are more spiky ball traps. Alright. Well, that pressure plate doesn't seem to be doing nothing, which is fine. Ah, here we go. Alright, those are just the bricks. I'm surprised there's not, like, a class to where you're just, like, a trapper. Alright, there we go. There's a bunch in here. And I think from the higher up it is, like, the more it goes. Man, YouTube chat is quite empty. Yeah, we got some more people on, like, Twitch. We had some people on TikTok there for a minute. But we went from 5 down to 2. This is definitely going to be a more popular stream after the fact. She's going to be fine. Alright, and there we go. There's some more of that. Ooh, there's... Here they are. The spiky ball traps itself is going to be enough to just be, like, worth all of this. And there's almost no flamethrower traps. How many flamethrower traps do we got? Alright, we got 6. Alright, and now we get to do this. We gotta go straight down the depths into the dungeon. And whenever we get all the way down here, you know what happens after that? We teleport home. And then we see if we can craft any other traps. Alright, and down we go. I don't know if this is going to work against Golem, but a man can hope. A man can hope. Alright, there we go. We got that, and home we go. Alright, and we're going to look it up. See what happens. Alright. Can you craft traps in Terraria? Alright, I can craft... Okay, poison darts. How do I make poison darts? How to make poison darts Terraria. Handcrafted. All right, so I just need stingers, which I have a ton of somewhere inside of my massive unorganized chest. I have them in here somewhere. I know I do. Alright. Here we go. What are we looking for here? There's my slime staff. Where is it at? Alright, we got a bunch of worm teeth. I'm looking for Spank. Yo! How's it going, buddy? How are you doing? Oh, man. Alright. Alright, poison dart. We need stingers. What did I do with all... Alright, here they are. There's all my stingers. Yo, what's going on, Sir Surveillance Van? I'm happy you're still here, dude. Alright, we need poison darts. One crafts 100. So if we have... Oop, that's the wrong thing. Okay. What can I craft? Let's go over here and consult the guide. What do we got? Crafting. This. Alright, nope. This. I thought it said that you could craft. Crafted by hand. No crafting station required. Using one stinger, which produces 100 darts. Okay. Wire activated. Players can harvest them with a pickaxe and reuse them by wiring to timers. They can be rotated. Terraria. Let's go to the wiki and see if we can actually craft this stuff. We're gonna go to traps. Well, it looks like we cannot actually craft anything. What do I do once I beat the game? It's so boring now. Alright, so you have a couple of options. You can now focus all on building. You can go after the moon. Or, like, not the moon. You can go after the, like, the event moons. Like, the Halloween night. You can go after the Christmas event. Like, right now what I'm doing, I beat the game, and I'm building a massive, and I do mean massive, AFK boss fighting arena. Which is what I'm about to do right now. Alright, so we don't want to use the spear traps, we want to use the spiky ball traps. Which I want to place down, but it looks like I can't, so here's what we're going to do. Alright, it's time to get rid of all of this. At least this layer and the bottom layer. Top bar, I'm going to leave. That's not going to be the AFK bit. The AFK bit's going to be in the middle. We're going to want that right there just to catch any loose enemies. But that's what I would do once I beat the game. I would just work on some small projects or some big projects. Make something massive. Or just farm till you have 1,000 of any banner. Alright? 1,000 of everything. Mine out your entire world. You can do whatever you want. Do every single fishing quest. There's a lot of options for you to do in this game that... I mean, you could build a railway to every single spot, or I don't know if you have, I don't know if you have every block unlocked yet, or like, what am I trying to say? I did it on my friend's world, so I don't even have one now. Okay. You could always start a new playthrough. I'm 2 subs above you? No way, dude. Well, that's not fair. You gotta fix that. You're gonna need to fix that. Alright, that's my other random chest. We just need some blocks. I think my blocks are all up inside of here. Are they? Where are all my blocks at? Come on now. Alright, not in there. Farm for every single type of, what is it called? For all the biome keys, for all the biome chests inside the dungeon. You can do that. That's never a bad idea. Alright, we don't want to use sand. Sand's not the greatest for building, neither is silt. Alright, well, we got a shit ton of dirt, so that's what we're going to run with. We're going to run with a bunch of dirt. Alright, and from right here, because this is where the starting point is. I think this might be better if we just get out of that and just kind of run right along here. Oh, shoot. Alright, there we go. Maybe it is better if I'm on this. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, here we go. All the way across. All the way across. This is going to be like the boring bit of the stream, so I apologize, everyone. But after this, then we're going to be crafting like a bunch of different things for everything to spawn. I don't think we're going to be able to do Skeletron over... We might be able to do Skeletron over here. I think I have a doll. So we'll be able to test this out. Alright, there we go. And then right here seems to be about the middle. This is how we're going to get out. Alright, there we go. And we're going to trash this. I don't want the table. I don't want the chair. Alright. That's fine. And we've got 123 of these. Which we are going to just kind of put... Alright, so it's about 3 blocks across. So we just need to kind of just throw them along here randomly. And then we'll come back through. Just come back through. And we will place more down. We just need this to have, like, maximum coverage. Is the goal. Just got to cover the whole thing. Alright, and there we go. That should be good right there. Along the walls. Along the walls, there are going to be these little spike traps. So it's going to hit them in the wall. Alright, and then what we can do is we can actually move... That's the wrong thing. We can actually move that over. Alright, here's the question that I have. Alright, here's the question. What did I do with... Alright, here it is. If I put this... Alright, so let's put this right here. Can I face through... So I can't face through that. Which is not a bad thing. Here's the second question. Alright, nope, I can't place this on the ground. But I can place it underneath. Which could be useful. I'm going to leave that in one spot there. Can I place this down? Alright, I can place that down, which is good. And we can also place down the... So we can't place this down, which is fine. That's fine. We're going to want these dart traps and the spear traps. The spear traps are probably going to go around where I'm at, or where I will be at. We're going to go just like this. Just to kind of cover all the bases here. And then we're going to go with... So I can't place that there. Spear traps are just going to go around where I'm at, I think. Same with the flame traps, because that's where the main bit of everything is going to be at. All up here, we need to place the spike traps in between, in case that they come through. Alright. And then we got to wire all of this into a kind of box, which is what we're going to be building here in a second, which is going to be made out of the lizard bricks. So that's going to be fun. And then we get to wire all of this up. Oh boy, I cannot wait to wire everything up. I cannot wait. Alright, and here we go. And just like this here. And down we go with the spikes all along the wall. Which they should not be able to get into, but... Alright, there we go. That is perfect. Right there. And now it's time to take these bad boys. Go down to about the halfway point. Just gonna be right about here. We're gonna go over. Go one more down. All right. That's perfect right there. Just like this. And we need to grab the Anubis statue. We grab this bad boy. And And we have the campfires and heart crystals inside of my inventory. There's one more thing that I want to grab. It's this bad boy. We are going to be utilizing a little bit of summons for this. And I did forget. I forgot to grab something. It's actually a really important thing that I forgot to grab. Alright, there's the Anubis statue. And then we can throw the... I guess we can throw... We can make this one block wider, so that way I can place this up here. What's the game called? This game is called Terraria. Alright, we're going to go just like this. All the spike things are going to jump down. Just like that. And then we are going to need... We're going to grab our little guys right here. We're going to go right across. There we go. And luckily we do still have this for special crafting, which we are going to need for a table. And we're going to grab this chair out. Campfire is going to go on the table. Campfire can't go on the table. Alright, so the campfire is going to go right there. We're going to have the star in a bottle. We're going to have the heart in a bottle. They're going to stay right there. And what we are going to need now is we need... Why can't I craft the wall? Oh, I need a workbench, don't I? Well, we will take out the table. Trade that for a workbench. What is this thing? Bathtub. Ew, gross. Alright, lizard brick wall. Alright, there we go. And right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Do we have any sort of slime? Well, there's a bunch up here. There we go. Back down we go. I might need some wood. We're going to throw that away. Grab this. Sorry, little lady. Sorry, not sorry at the same time, you know. I wanted to grab some honey. I think we're going to be fine without the honey. And we're going to go to housing. The nurse is going to go right here. And I would say that we are just about ready, but we need to set this up to a timer. Oh yeah, I played that whenever I was younger at my friend's house. It is fun. I absolutely adored this game. Alright, now we gotta come up here and talk to the mechanic. And we're gonna place... We're gonna need a... This, red wire. I don't care how much red wire this is. Alright, and... What is the... Alright, we're going to set this up to a timer. Signals every 4th second. Alright, that's perfect. And we're going to set this up to a switch. Can we set it up to a switch? Separates wire paths. Okay. I'm going to set it up to a switch. So, we're going to test this out just to kind of cover our bases. It's been a long time since I've done any sort of wiring. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab this. It's going to set that down. Okay, we need this. Which is going to go... right up through there. And we're going to attach it to the switch. And I want to see if I just flip on the switch. Does it just stay on? I just want to know if this stays on. Okay, that does just stay on, which is perfect for this purpose. All right, every 4th second that's going to drop, which is exactly what we want. And it looks like the balls bounce all the way up to the top. We are going to need to move that timer. Everything's going to be all wired up. I missed one here. All right, there we go. And we are going to grab our digging claws right here and right here. We are going to need to kindly set this up. All right, we are going to throw that. We are going to set the switch to be right here. And we're going to set the every 4-second timer to be right there. Wires don't work like that. Right, there we go. Alright, and then down we go for this. Alright. Which this should work out just fine. And for around here, we are going to have... That's not what we want. We want... It's not really what I wanted, but... Alright. For right here, I guess we can go kind of out. Kind of out. And then for the flame traps, we'll go just like this here. Alright, and that should be good for that there. And we are going to want this now to break this, because we want this to be facing this way. Did I throw them? I threw them. Alright. Well, that doesn't seem like that's going to work. So we're just going to kind of throw that down. And I guess right underneath here is what we're going to put. Alright, there we go. That's going to be just fine right there. And where would be a good place to place a spiky ball? I think right here. I need to get rid of this one first. Alright, and we're going to test this out against the Wall of Cthulhu. Not the wall, but... Alright, Eye of Cthulhu. Oh, I'm cheating. That wasn't too bad. Alright, let's try and get out of here. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We could try it against a mechanical boss. I think we have enough stuff to actually fight a mechanical boss. Do we? Alright, yep, we can fight the twins. And we can fight Skeletron Prime. Which, that is going to be perfectly fine for me. And we'll test this out against a, we'll test this out against some other things, too. Alright, and we'll try it against the twins first. We're just going to sit here, and if this could kill the mechanical bosses before that runs out, I think we are fine. So yeah, they do a lot of... They're not really doing much damage. I think that has to do with my armor and with the health regen of this actual spot. I could have done with making this, like, a lot smaller. But the breath one is about to be absolutely freaking melted, which... I guess we could throw, like, a sentry down. I don't want to throw a sentry down because I feel like that defeats the purpose of not even moving. The only button that you might need to click is going to be a, like, the healing potion, because once they get to their second phase, they're kind of gonzo. And that one is just, you know, big chillin' with everything else. We could have done with some spike traps up there, I feel like. Alright, and he's going to move around a whole lot. He's going to get... He's not taking much damage from this. He takes a lot more damage from that whenever he goes over there. So this works against him. I guess we need to test and see if this is going to work against the actual Moon Lord. Well, there we go. It works against the twins. I guess what we can do now is we can test it out against a couple of events. Let's go see if we can find a lunar eclipse. See if we can get the Martian invasion. See if we can do that. Alright, well, you know, that's even better. We're gonna try it out against the solar eclipse, y'all. That's what we're gonna try it out against. That was not planned. I didn't spawn that. Solar eclipses are pretty damn rare, so... We're gonna go down inside of here. We gotta test and see if they can actually spawn. Can they spawn down here? Alright, yep. They can spawn down here. We're gonna fully AFK this. Alright, there we go. Ah, fucker. That's not what we wanted. That is not what we wanted. Alright, we're gonna go outside of the range so that way they maybe won't spawn there. You do real solar eclipse. No, you do real solar eclipse. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to get back into. Alright. I'm gonna grab 2 of these. And they should spawn just right down here. Do I need to remove those blocks for spawning? Is that what I need to do? And then up here, what we'll do is we'll do this. I don't feel like this is real bad. I feel like we are doing pretty decent here for, like, the ultimate boss arena. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Please melt Mothron. Melt Mothron, please. Mothron, you're gone. You're gone, dude. You're fucking gone. Where's the boss? Mothron is technically the boss for this event. So I guess we kind of... Right now what we're doing is we're waiting for night, and then we're going to fight Skeletron Prime by just sitting here. And... yeah, this is basically an AFK fighting arena. 100th creature from the deep is kind of nuts. That is kind of nuts that we are getting that. What all is freaking happening right now? Can't wait to get a bunch of freaking drops from this too. Oh my god, it's gonna be fantastic. Alright, there we go. Keep on going. You know you want to, game. You know you're gonna want to keep on killing these bad boys. What the baby did to get the cone? Oh! He's got a thing on his arm, like, right here, and he keeps licking it aggressively, and he, like, opens it to you. He just keeps on opening it. So, he's got the cone on. And he's got a donut coming today. The donut's gonna be, it's gonna be smaller, so that way he's not, like, ripping him up. Oh, he was super happy. I took it off of him today for a little bit, and he was just so happy. He was scratching and itching all over the place. Which is what we like to see. It's what we like to see. But we are in a state. Wait, they don't get wrapping. Or he would just rip it off. We wrapped it for like 2 weeks, and he kept ripping it off while we were asleep. So we have an ointment for him, and we have that on him, and he just needs to not, like, rip that off, and he'll be fine. But, man, I feel like this is a perfectly good farm. I feel like we are doing just fine. We don't even need to move, which is the best part. Because I like being lazy. I don't know about you guys, but I like being lazy. There's a lot going on the screen right now, and I love it. We're going to test this out against the mechanical boss, and then we're going to try it out against Golem. We'll see when Skelly comes out. I think it's going to absolutely melt Skeletron. And then the ultimate test is going to be Moonlord. We're going to test it out against the mechanical boss. We're going to test it out against Golem. And then after that, it's going to be the Moonlord. And if this can beat Moonlord, that is everything that you need to know about this farm. I doubt Moonlord. I think we've got Moonlord. I think we got him. We can test it out against regular Skeletron too. I've got the doll. I just don't want to sacrifice the clothier because that is a painful, painful existence. That is absolutely painful if that happens. I'm gonna put money on it. How much money do you think? All right, how much do you bet? $500 down that it's not gonna beat Moonlord. I mean, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident with that. That would be insane if if this kills Moonlord. Oh man. Did I forget to wire? Oh, this is just not connected. There we go. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. You lose hearts in this box already? Yeah, but I lose hearts, but I've got everything that I need to keep the hearts regenerating at the fastest ability possible, and I've got the blast defense. Or the bast defense. I'm not. And you had to go back home. Well, I didn't have to go back home. I accidentally hit my magic mirror. It won't let me say. What won't it let you say? It's doing pretty good against the solar eclipse. It's doing pretty good. That's what that was. Yeah. I don't think they let me say die, does it? Well, I mean, it just did let you say die, so maybe. Oh, never mind. TikTok's is filtery. I don't know something. Yeah, I don't know either. TikTok's weird. They got a new weird algorithm for everything else. I think I need to remove this top bit. So what I need to do to this farm before I fight the Moonlord, I'm gonna fight Skeletron Prime and then I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna remove the blocks on the top because then they can't spawn up there. And I'll put spikes all the way across it so that way nothing can spawn up there. And then I'm gonna place platforms above me, and because I'm below where the platforms are, they will fall down into everything else. Which I think will be better for events, like event things. I remember I was watching somebody play DBD, and it wouldn't let me say killer. What is DBD? Boo. Is that boo? It let me say it. Count your days, TikTok. Oh, man. TikTok is really one of the funniest platforms that you can be on. It really is one of the funniest. And you know what my favorite thing about AFK farms is that I can play Cookie Clicker. That's my favorite thing about AFK shit. I don't have to do nothing. I just have to sit here. It's my favorite part. Oh, Dead by Daylight. Okay. I've heard that game is fun. I've never played it, though. Unk playing Cookie Clicker. Listen, I am not Unk. I am not that old. I'm only 22, god damn it. Alright. Well, there goes Mothron just kind of freaking chilling right here. There goes Mothron. Mothron is now deleted. That's the boss, is Mothron. I don't know. You know what Cookie Clicker is. So do you. Does that make you aunt? He's not an unk. Fire Chicken is not that old. Thank you, Sir Surveillance Van. Jesus. You know what Cookie Clicker is, alright? You know what Cookie Clicker is, Vamp. I know you know what it is. Goodness. It's just a fun game. I just like it. Alright? I'm not addicted to Cookie Clicker. I can play... Okay, you clocked me. I'm an unctie. What is an unctie? Oh, is that like aunt and auntie together? Alright, listen. I'm not addicted to Cookie Clicker. Alright? I can quit whenever I want to. Okay? I don't need to go to rehab. That's kind of funny. I like that. Listen, it's just a game. It's just a fun game. I like playing it, alright? There goes the freaking Reether. The Bloodshot Eyes says otherwise. My eyes are not bloodshot. Man. Oh, there's another Mothron. All I have to do is just sit here. Mothron will die eventually. Even if they're inside the box, that's what my summons are for. I think Moonlord might... I think you might be right. Moonlord might be a stretch. You want Skelly? I would love to spawn Skeletron, but I can't. I have to wait for night. I have to wait for this whole event to be over. And then I can spawn them. Good news is, though, is that my entire, like... I'm gonna have so much money. There's gonna be so much money. Oh, I got the wings. Oh, I thought it was not... No, it's just a solar eclipse. This is the daytime. This is the daytime. It's just lasting all day. Oh, another Mothron. What are you gonna give me, Mothron? Mothron, you're about to get absolutely fucking wrecked, dude. Alright, there's another set of Mothron wings. With the wheel. What's the wheel? Moonlord might be a stretch. I might have to use, like, might have to use the Zenith, which I don't want to use, but the thing on the top, oh yeah, guess we can use that. Read all your chats. I do read all my chats. Alright, there's Mothron. Alright, now it's gonna be night here in a second. I'm gonna collect all of the coins. We're also gonna try this out against Golem. What the hell? Oh, Amulet of Night. Alright, there we go. There's a bunch of random shit here on the ground. Alright, and here we are. We are about to... I can confirm I do read them all. Is that a mod because I've never seen that before? The Solar Eclipse? No, it's not a mod. Alright, there we go. We got a bunch of shit. Like, a bunch of shit. The wheel at the top. I don't think I know what you're... I don't think I know what you're talking about. I've seen solar eclipses, but what is that? I don't know. Oh, you know what? It's a part of your life. Yeah. Oh, the spinny wheel. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about my helm. You know what? I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna try 2 bosses at once. I'm gonna try out Golem and Skeletron at the same time. That's what we're gonna try. Feel pretty confident here. All right, and we're gonna place this right here. That's what we're doing. Alright, and we're gonna heal. There we go, we're fighting 2 bosses at the same time. And Skeletron's about to go down. The only thing that you're gonna have to do is just heal. That's the plan. Real passive boss fights I like. Yeah. I don't have to do shit. Just gonna heal again. Skeletron's getting fucking melted. Alright, Skeletron's dead. Well, about to be. Go ahead, Skeletron. There you go. So he does get damaged by his own stuff. See? How is the nurse alive? Because the campfire and the everything else also runs with it. All right, this is a problem. All right, that's a problem with Golem. That is a real problem here. Oh, the nurse is dead. That sucks. Alright. So Golem does not work with this arena. Golem does not work with this arena. Yeah, you did. It's okay. I forgive you. Golem does not work with that arena, which is fine. Do we fight the lunatic cultist? And go through the progression like that? I could use some more stuff. Or I could just spawn the Moon Lord. And we could try it out that way. What do we think? I fight the lunatic cultist? I got a yes for that. I got a yes to fight the lunatic cultist. And that only took like a couple... Like, I don't think you guys understand, that only took, like, a very, very small amount of time. That took less than 3 minutes to kill 2 bosses at the same time. So, and they were pretty decently sized. Like, Skeletron Prime is arguably the hardest boss out of the mechanics. Or out of the mechanical bosses, yeah? Alright. Now, for the rules for... If I don't move, can I use the Zenith? If I'm just sitting there holding down a button, I feel like it's fair if I use the Zenith. How do you feel about that? How do we feel about that? Just sit there and just all like this, right here, like that. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Lemon beads, welcome in. Glad you're here, dude. Thank you for the likes, Vamp. Thank you for the likes, Vamp. Alright, bye, dude. There it is. Celestials are invading. If I get 1K likes before the goal, are you going bald? Maybe. The goal is to get the Moon Lord, I think. Well, I think you're gonna... Let's say 5,000 likes to just give me time to actually like fight all of these. Let's say 5,000, and then I will and then I'll if you get 5,000 before I'm done fighting all of these celestial pillars, then I'll go bald. Okay? And you can't use an auto clicker. Bet. All right, we gotta speed run. We gotta freaking start moving. Fuck collecting any of the stuff. No auto clicker, just you. Fuck, you're already at 500. I know you're already past it. I know you're already past 500. It's gonna update again, and it's gonna say like 700. The goal is just to get Moonlord to spawn, so I have to kill all the Celestial Pillars before you hit 5,000. I like my hair, I don't want to lose my hair, and I'll shave my head live, okay? That's what I'll do. I'll shave my head live. Yep, it's at 600. Fuck. You're doing about 100 likes a minute. And for the Moonlord fight, I am allowed to use the Zenith, as long as I'm not moving. You're clipping this? That's fair. Come on. Please. Please. Hurry, no. I think I can make it. I can definitely make it. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, me. Alright, there it is. Alright, there it is. That one's gone. I'm gonna clip this. We got 2 people clipping it. Oh no. I'm gonna have to be held accountable for the promises I made. No. Alright. I got time. Alright, the next ones are over there. So I'm gonna save some time. I'm gonna go like this. I threw... Fuck. What did I do? Alright, I fucking threw it. I threw it. I threw my magic mirror. I can't do that. I can't do that. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Fuck, you're almost at 1,000. Please. No. God, no, please, no. Alright, there we are. We're here. We're here. Die. All of you need to fucking die. ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky here. What'd we say? 5,000? 5,000? And the Moonlord just has to, like, the Celestial Pillars have to be gone. And the Moonlord has to spawn. Alright, you're 1/5 of the way there. Come on. There's only a little bit more. There you go. Alright, fuck them. The next one's not too far. Next one's not too far around. It's not too far around. If it was 1,000, I would be so fucked. I had to make it like a little bit of a challenge. I might be able to beat the Moonlord too before you hit 5,000. It said that it was a lot closer on just the map. It's not close. It's not close. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, there it is. Come on. Where are all the enemies at? This one's taking forever. I hate these ones because they take literally forever. They take forever. Like this specific spot takes forever. Purple app, come here. Come help me. What's the purple app? Who's purple at? Oh, Twitch? No, I hate to tell you, but there is no one on Twitch. Come on. Alright, there we go. There we go. You're at 18. Alright. Did the nurse come back in? I really hope the nurse is back. Alright, the nurse is not back, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. Turn it on. Press B. There we go. Alright, I'm able to use the Zenith as long as I'm not moving. Alright. Alright, so... Or maybe I should just, like, sit here and just let the thing do its thing. Should I do that? Should I just let this do what it needs to do? Oh, he can hit me with his beam through blocks. That's sick. Alright. So the traps don't do enough damage just to get them. We're gonna get them down to half. So he is getting constantly berated by that there. And it's doing about 1,000 damage a second. So this arena has the potential to actually beat the Moonlord. It's pretty sick. What did we get? Lunar Flare. Portal Gun. Interesting. Oh, now the nurse arrives. Oh, no buzzcut era? I know, I'm sorry. It has the potential to actually beat the Moon Lord, which is crazy. I want to see if there's a way to actually make this faster. Wire bulb. Pixel block? What if I do this? What if I attach them? What if I attach them to, like, a bunch of switches? Do you guys think that that would make it faster? And then then we can try it again if this makes it faster. Because now the nurse is here. Alright, yep, you're the nurse. Alright. I want to test this out and see if this changes anything. Alright, so we got this one. This one. Does that make it faster? Thank you for the follow, Vamp. Thank you for the follow, Wizard. Do we think that this is faster? I think this might be faster. Alright, hang on. I have an idea. I have an idea. Why can't I stop it? I can't stop it. Oh shit. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in here. Alright, there we go. So you're only gonna need one switch. Which is good to know. Alright, so that answers one of my questions. I have another question, though. First off, what do you have? Huh? Nothing I want. Alright, we're gonna go back up here. There's another question I have. Alright. What if I put it on this? This. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do. I want to put them on a 1 second timer, and I want to put them on a half-second timer too to see if I can trigger it to spawn every single interval of a second. I feel like that would be worthwhile, and then I'll go grab the other stuff that we need to like fight the Moon Lord again. Alright, there's that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Alright, so that's all wired up. And that'll be all wired up. And we're gonna click that. Is that faster? What am I doing? User, right now what I am doing is... Oh, we gotta give it time to, like, die? Okay. 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 Why aren't you turning off? Come on, turn off. Alright, alright. Alright, that answered a couple of questions that I have. That answered a couple of questions I have. Alright. Alright, and then we will go right here with the half. Alright. No. Alright. I need my wire cutters. I need my wire cutters. Alright. We're gonna cut off the wire. And I'm gonna set this on a Alright. Alright, and there we go. Okay. All right. All right, we're going to cut all of those wires. All right. Can I not set it to where... So do I only need, like... Alright. Alright, so it looks like I'm only gonna need 2. I'm gonna need 2 of each. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We can do 2 of each. Alright. That one's on. That one's off. That one's on. That one's off. Alright, and let's... see what happens here. So it's triggering, like, half as fast now. Which is interesting. What am I using that's... Oh. Alright, there we go. Alright, there it is. And now we're going to need this again. Alright, and we're going to get rid of you and get rid of you. What did I fuck up here? I messed something up here just now. Alright. Let's go grab... We're gonna go grab all of the solar elements that just dropped that I wasn't able to pick up because I didn't want to shave my head. And, then that will be the that'll be the end of this. All right. Ooh, went a little too low there. All right. Alright, we gotta grab all of our shits. Alright, there's the Zenith. Zenith is the best weapon for the Moon Lord. But we're gonna be this is gonna be interesting to see what exactly happens, because I don't think I was able to actually make it faster. It was definitely just in the jungle. It was in the jungle. I know it was. It's like right here. Did it disappear? Or maybe it was like right over here. Yep, it's right here. Alright, and we go back now to try and find the other ones. So that way we can craft a summon. Crone Dog, welcome in. Man. Alright. And here we go. Oh, that's the wrong thing. We want our Zenith out. It was over here in the hollow biome. Or was it? No, it was in the desert. Wasn't it? Morgan Messer, welcome in. It was in the desert. That doesn't make sense because the desert's not over here. Wait, yes it is. I think I'm losing my mind, guys. I think I'm actually losing my mind, alright? Alright, where was this thing at? It was like right over here. There it is. I wish it kept them all, like, spread out. So that way they were easier to find. Alright, and here we go again. Alright, we have... I could have swore I collected the other ones. I could have swore I did collect the other things. Alright, yep, there's that one. And now we just go a little bit further, and then we got the other one. Alright. It's just going to be a little bit further. It's around here. It wasn't, like, right near the water. So it had to be, like... It was, like, in the corruption, I believe. There it is. Alright, we go back. We're gonna try this again. Alright. And we're going to try this again without using anything. We're just going to use... Oh, I forgot. Alright, here we go. It's okay. You're alright, buddy. Alright, you're alright. Is this not wired? Alright, there we go. Alright, we're just gonna try this like this. AFK Moonlord fight. Here it is. With the exception of a little bit of that action. Alright, the campfire's still active. Nurse is still here. This is gonna take a long-ass time. But this arena is strong enough to where you can kill the Moonlord. I know it is. And the best part about this is that whenever you actually get to the point, to whenever it opens up his heart, because you're not moving, you know, you just... Because you're not moving, it's just gonna keep smacking his heart. That's seriously, that's what it's gonna do. It's just gonna keep smacking his heart. Once you finally get the eyes and everything done. And luckily there is no time limit for this boss. So you just gotta make sure that you have plenty of gold to actually keep healing. Alright? And you can even just sit here with her freaking screen open. You don't have to do nothing. You can just sit here. You can just sit here. That's the beauty of this. Fully AFK Moonlord fight. That is what you guys are seeing right here. One of his eyes is down. Not really AFK if you have to interact with something. Well, the only thing that I'm interacting with is the healing. That's the only thing. So, wildcard with boss fights like this, especially with the final boss, you have to, you're gonna have to heal, and Terraria doesn't have enough regeneration inside of the game to actually make it to where that's possible. I'm able to fully kill him without swinging my sword. Which, if you're not paying attention during a fight, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. But the only thing that you have to do for this is just have to sit here. Which I think I even messed up with. Because I think it's just on half-second timers. I think I took all of my... No, it's got one timer that is still here. But it does just about whenever he gets hit, right? Which we want to make sure that we're right here. Whenever he gets hit by all of those spikes, he gets hit for about 1,000 damage. Which, this is perfect here. I'm pretty impressed with this. I'm pretty impressed with how this has turned out. This is a this was a good use of my time. Oh, I missed that. There we go. This is a great. This is fantastic. This is really funny. I'm just gonna throw a little sentry down here just to try and speed this up a little bit so that we're not here for like 5 minutes. Oh, goodness. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna need to add a timestamp for the fully AFK Moonlord fight. Wait, what happened? I accidentally turned off my farm for a second there. That wasn't good. Something just caused him to gain like 1,000. Or was that me gaining 1,000? This is awesome. Oh, goodness. Definitely not the most efficient way to kill the Moonlord. But it is funny that this is something that is possible. $2,000 HP left. Let's see what happens here. And just like that, the Moonlord is down with a fully AFK farm. And we got the Meowmere. I can maybe make another Zenith here. Oh, this is probably This is the coolest thing that was added in 1.4.5. This, I love this whip. This makes me want to just do a summoner playthrough, but I don't know. Alright. Well, guys, inside of this stream, you guys saw the whole process about how to actually build a full AFK farm for any boss, including Golem. And if you guys build this inside of your own Terraria worlds, let me know. This is obviously a very late game farm, but even if you just throw like lava down here at the bottom and put yourself in a box with all of the healing and just throw regular spikes around that you get from the dungeon, the same effect will happen. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, and I will see you guys later this week on Friday at 7 o'clock. Be there.